Valley Club, it is day 3 of our free-to-play account, and we are hitting a major milestone. We're trying to finish hard mode of the campaigns, and we have made our way through. Now, there's not a lot of stars on any of these nodes here. Some we couldn't just farm it. Our campaign farmer is not built up yet. We're currently in the process of building up our campaign farmer. What we want to do is we are farming with Kale. We're building up our Turtle. We're building up our Narma, and we're building up our Uugo. We do have Fayne unlocked, and as you can see here, we're building. Oh, let me move my camera here. As you can see, as I move my camera, we're building up a few of these food champs that we're going to use to level up our campaign, our other characters. So let's go in here. Let's put Uugo back in this, and let's go. We've also leveled up some gear and finished a few more of the Arbiter missions. All right, but before we move on with the rest of this video, I do want to remind you, if you want to get off to one of the best starts in Raid Shadows, use the exact same start that we did for this free-to-play account. Use the QR code up there to get all the bonuses that you see on the screen. You'll start off with Narma, the Return. She's a great poison damage dealer. You're going to get her right on day 1. You'll get some great epic champs along the way. We got Uugo and Fayne on day 1 as well. We played a little harder. We probably could have got Venomage on day 1 as well. But as soon as you have Narma in your account, enter one of these codes for another legendary champ added to your account. You do need to enter this code within your first 24 hours, and you could only enter one. My recommendation, if you are doing if you want to follow along with us, you could use the big dog goat to get Turtle. Kitty Cat gets you Cheshire Cat. That's another great option. If you want to focus on Arena, which is a good thing, but I think your first goal as a new player should be to focus on Clan Boss and those Arbiter missions. You could use the Monkey Killing code for Sun Wukong, and Razzlebag, you can get him with a Go Fast code. That's another great recommendation. So you have a bunch of options here, but if you want to follow along exactly what we did with this account, get the big dog, get Turtle. All right, let's go through this. Now, the first wave should be fine. We do have a lot of single target attackers that we don't want to have on cooldown. So let's go through this. We are going to play this manually. Should be no problem to hit this manually. So let's just go through this now. And yeah, we're going to use our basics, lots of basics to make sure that we are set up for the next wave. And then set up for that final wave with the dragon there. So yes, basics. All right, we got through the first wave. Some healing there. We do have some lifesteal gear in some of our characters here. We are not going to use the special right now. Let's hit some random poisons on these characters. Oh, let's just kill that guy. All right, let's work on one target at a time. Once in a while, when you're using the auto, it just puts it's a target on a random character. So instead of just killing one, whittling it down to, we want it to be 2 characters now, but instead of doing that, the auto just throws it around, and it takes a lot longer to kill these guys because we're focusing on the auto just focuses on many targets here. So there it is. Got 2. Let's do a little healing right now. Let's take these bombs off. There we go, and get a little healing. We're gonna save the Turtle moves and the Narma moves, losing a lot of basics there. All right, he healed. The Turtle, that's not great. All right, he's got to do some damage. He's got some lifesteal gear on him. All right, we're not gonna hit the big AoE with Kale. Let's go here. Oof, man, didn't kill that character. All right, Turtle is gonna take another hit. All right, let's go. Lifesteal, not as lifestealy as I want. Oh man, yeah, hopefully he survives the boss. All right, we should be good getting to the boss. Let's just make sure that we hit the next one. All right, and yeah, let's get these poisons on. Yeah, actually, let's go with this one here. Let's put the poison on the boss. All right, a bunch of poison on the boss. Oh man, all right, let's go with the big Kale, the big AU attack. You should be healing up from that. Let's go put some block buffs on them, decrease defense as well. All right, let's up the crit damage and everything, put some buffs on him, and big damn. Oh, okay, double hitter. It's not bad. And can we get through this while our characters? Nope, there goes Uugo, so no healing. Uh-oh. All right, let's go with this. Activate some poisons, and we're good. All right, we are on to our next milestone. We got to level 24. I was hoping to play a little more to get to level 30, but we're only on level 24. But the big thing by clearing this, we will come back to get stars on these later, but this lets us move on to Brutal. So we're going to keep farming Brutal, and we are going to make some chickens here. So the good thing that 12 on hard is is harder than 1 on Brutal. So this should be pretty easy. We are gonna put some, let's see if Kale can farm this on his own. Let's test this out. Let's get a few of these 2-star champs, and let's go. Let's see what he can do. Now, you do want to, when you are farming with your campaign farmer, let's throw this back on auto now. Bring some champs with you. if you're bringing in 3 extra champs like we have, you're getting the 100% of the experience, and 25% goes to each character. Whereas if you bring 1 extra character, let's say Kale, your campaign farmer, and 1 extra character, well, 50% will go to your campaign farmer, 50% will go to the food champ. So you want to fill up your slots of characters with your food champs, and even if they die like they did in this case, all of them will still get the experience. So yeah, let's go through this first one, and then we'll make some chickens after this. All right, can he get through this? We may have to up his gear. He does have some lifesteal gear. Oh, he's not able to get through this. All right, so we're gonna have to gear him up a little bit more. Let's go see if we could build him up. And what we wanna do is go to the tavern for that. So Kale, he is almost at the next level. Do we have enough 4-star characters? We don't. So what we could do is build up these 3-star characters. We got this guy, and these rares we do not need. None of these we will need. All right, maybe down the road for Curse City or some Surgeon Doom Tower 4s, but pretty much none of the raiders are gonna need. All right, yeah, down the road you may need them. All right, so we got a character up from level 3 to level 4, so we've upgraded another champ. Next thing is to go into another dungeon. So we've been farming some of these dungeons just to keep up with these Arbiter missions. All right, we're about to clear through this Ice Golem. This is one of the harder ones. You kind of want to slow play this. As you see with this Ice Golem, as he drops below certain thresholds of his health, he is bringing these minions back here. So we do have a lot of single target characters, single target attack characters that will be valuable in this. Now, one note about this Ice Golem with these poisons, if the poisons or HP burns, we don't have any HP burn champs, but if these poisons drop the Ice Golem below the threshold to revive these minions, it does not count. So keep that in mind when you're building teams for later stages of the Ice Golem, but that should be it for this next dungeon mission. And then we need to go back to Palace of Aravia, clear one of each dungeon. Yeah, so we've done a few of these missions from earlier stages. We're just doing this one now, going to each dungeon type, and sometimes you get mystery shards from these dungeons. That is a good thing because you're going to need a lot of mystery shards down the road. But for this specific missions, you want to keep replaying each of these until you get each gear from each of those missions. All right, now as far as promo codes, we have another one here, and this is one I've used on all my accounts. You do need to wait 24 hours between entering these codes. So you could enter this on day 2 or day 3. Welcome gift is the code, and I'm not sure how much of a new player you need to be for this to work, but if you enter this as your second code, you'll get a Bellower. Bellower is a pretty good champ. He's a Void champ, and he may be our first Void champ in the game. The good thing about Bellower, if we look at his skills here, where is our Bellower? Oh, he's probably still in the inbox. No, we claimed it. We claimed it from our inbox. So where is our Bellower? Oh, here he is. Okay. Now, the good thing about Bellower, as far as a campaign farmer, Kill is our campaign farmer right now. But if we look at Bellower's skills, there's an AoE attack on his basic, AoE attack on his A2, and he has an AoE attack on his A3. So AoEs on all of them. Great for campaign farmer. I think we may eventually build him for our campaign farmer, put him on a stun set, and he's a pretty good champ at early game. He has a bunch of other things. He's a block active skills. That is a strong move. Decrease speed on AoE attack for all enemies 2 turns, and decrease attack and decrease defense when you fully ascend him. Well, not fully ascend him, but at least 3 stars for his ascendancy. So this is a good champ. If you are playing along with us, this is a champ that I recommend getting on day 3. It is a free champ. It's a Void rare champ. And if you don't have a campaign farmer, maybe you didn't pick Kale as your starter champion, Bellower is going to be a good option for you. All right, so we actually done a couple things. We've gotten this stage here, the speed artifact from clearing Palace of Aravia. So let's collect this. And now we need to get more artifacts up to level 12. But while we're doing that, we got the next day of Ezio Chase. So we're officially on day 3 of the Ezio Chase. Let's get our login rewards, our 3rd day of login rewards. Let's claim some items here. Let's claim all of our silver. Every day we get 1 million gold or 1 million silver as a new player. But let's go level up some gear here. We have this piece. Do we have some better gear? Do we have some better speed boots? Let's see. Let's filter our sets here. Now, again, in the beginning, you do want to focus more on stats. As far as boots, what you want as the primary stat for most champs is gonna be speed boots. So Let's put this on. Let's build this up to level 12. All right, level 12. That gets this on him, and let's actually see what we have for his other piece of gear. We have a lot of life steal. All right, let's see if we have some good gear for this, the attack gear. Let's upgrade this a little bit more. We want to kind of save silver, but let's see what kind of bonus substats we get. Speed, crit damage. Is this better? The speed is a little lower. It hits speed a couple times. Yeah, let's leave this on there. His attack will go down, but yeah, Kale is now up to 12 on all of his gear. Let's build Narma up to 12 as well. And again, we don't want to take anything to 16. All of this gear is going to be thrown away. Eventually, you're going to keep only certain stars of gear on my main account, selling everything that is not 5 or 6 star gear. All right, let's go 12 here. This may be screwing us up for another mission down the road with the Arbiter, but let's make sure that we can get through the first few campaigns and just farm the first campaign at Uugo. Let's build Uugo up a little bit more. This next level there we go. Let's put all the gear, and we have no gear yet in Fayne. So actually, let's hold off on Uugo right now. We've finished this mission. We finished the Palace of Arabia normal, and now we need to go to stage 2 of Minotaur. Again, the Minotaur is the stage that you're going to get some of these scrolls, and we want to build up our characters, or put into characters that we will want scrolls for. All of these characters we will want scrolls for. Eventually we will phase Kale out once we get Venomage, and that will be pretty much our clan boss team. Let's go to stage 2. Let's get a couple of these. Let's go super raids. Now super raids is where you're doing the 2 runs of this, but you're only taking the time of 1. So you're using the same amount of energy as 2 runs. You're getting the same amount of rewards as 2 runs, but the time it takes is going to be in 1 run. Now, there is an exception to most content in the game does have super raids, but there is one exception. The faction wars hard. You're able to do super raids, not just double. You could do 3 times the amount. Oh yeah, we're getting through this Minotaur. Let's actually go up in this Minotaur, see how far we could get on the Minotaur's lair. Yeah, we will need to do this a few more times for the Arbiter missions, but let's see how far we could get and get some of these scrolls for our characters. All right, and that got us to stage 3. I think pretty reliably. We could probably get to stage 5 or 6, just guessing there, but we've completed this one, and now we need to go back. Classic Arena. Let's do some Classic Arena battles. We've done a few previously, but none on video. We don't need to refresh any of these. Yeah, so normally in Arena, a lot of times people will put bad champs in Arena, and the reason they do that is so that you get some easier matchups when you're attacking. If you keep climbing, obviously you keep climbing, you'll get better rewards, but the enemies will be harder. Sometimes you just want to get wins, like for these Arbiter missions. Let's definitely get this to 2x speed though. So in the beginning, you will see a lot of easy teams. It's pretty easy to get these Arena wins. One of the conditions for the 5-star perfect soul for Ezio is getting Arena wins. You need to get 10 per day, I think. So that should be pretty simple to get. Let's get more medals here. Going through Arena, it should be pretty quick to go through Arena as a new player. A lot of times we have not ideal defenses. And a lot of times people are not using their promo code when they're starting off the account. So you'll see bad champs like this, where so if you use our promo code, you're going to start off with some legendaries, and within your first week, you should have 3 legendaries at the worst. All right, we'll win a few more Arena matches, but that's kind of what we're going to do for day 3. Just continue to work on Arbiter. We're going to get as far as we can in the campaign. Again, our goal for campaign is Brutal 12-3. We just got into Brutal, but 12-3 is our goal. We probably would have to get some stars, some champs up to 5, at least 5, probably 6, depending on who they are. I think the first champ we are going to build up is Kale. We'll at least get into 5 stars, see how far he could go in Brutal. Not sure if he could solo 12-3 at that level, especially with not maxed out gear, not level 16 gear. But that is going to be our main goal. Kale, 5 stars. He's almost level 40. Once he gets to level 40, we'll get some more of these food champs. We just made one with Crusader. We need to make 3 more of these food champs, feed them into Kale once he reaches level 40. Once we do that, he'll be back at level 1, but he'll be a 5-star champ, so he'll be significantly more powerful. So that's it, guys. That is it for day 3. Unfortunately, I did not get to play as much as I wanted, so we did not get kill up to 5 stars on day 3, but hopefully tomorrow we will get up to 5 stars and maybe potentially finish up getting to brutal 12-3. That is our main goal right now, but hopefully you did get some value from the video. Obviously, like I said, if you do want to start off a brand new Raid Challenge account, use the QR code up there to get all the bonuses that you see on the screen down below. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.